crown of ash, kingdom burn in a single flash. Walking ruins of what I built, wearing the blood and wearing the guilt. Every subject turned to dust, empire crumbled in the rust. Stand alone where the fires died, Cinder King with nothing left inside. Smoke still rises from the broken stone, ruling a wasteland all alone. Cinder King's requiem, dark and wide, singing for the empire that died. No glory left, just charred remains. Cinder King in eternal flames. Drops and thunder shakes the ground, Hammond roars without a sound. Flags are tattered, banners torn, mourning what will not be reborn. Every victory turned to coal, burning holes inside my soul. March through ashes, head held high, Cinder King refuses to die. Crown won't fall though the head is bent, ruling ruins with no repair. Cinder King's requiem, dark and wide, singing for the empire that died. No glory left, just charred remains. Cinder King in eternal flame. Drop tune guitar turns massive destructive riffs. War drums pound like falling kingdoms. Pitch distorts into volcanic fury. Heaven builds towering walls of sand. If the phoenix rises from this pyre, will it burn with the same desire? Or learn the lesson written in smoke, that every empire is just a joke? Dawn breaks gray on the blackened land, Cinder King with an empty hand. No subjects bow, no voices cheer, just the wind and the taste of fear. Standing tall on a mountain of ash, survivor of the final crash. When they write about my reign, Cinder King who loved the pain. Last breath drawn from the poison air, Cinder King beyond repair. Cinder King's requiem, fierce and cold, story of ambition, bought and sold. When the last ember fades to black, Cinder King won't look back.
Floor corner office, view for 30 miles. I own every soul from here to the trial. You want my signature, better bring your spine. 86 problems, but your name ain't mine. The market eats the weak and spits out the bone. I sign the pink slips when they pick up the phone. My shadow falls heavy across every deal, making grown men tremble at the way that I feel. Mercy is a word for the ones who can't pay. the devil, but I built this town. Brick by bloody brick from the underground. Your mortgage, your pension, your daughter's school fees all run through my fingers like a soft summer breeze. I don't need a conscience, just a bottom line score. My competitors vanish and I settle the score. The boardroom is battleground, the weapon is will. Every signature's dripping with the blood that I spill. Success is a mountain built on broken men's backs. I climb while they crumble and I never look back. Boss man shadow, darker than the night, falls across your future when I step into the light. Telecaster teeth bite the air like a thread. Dark blues emperor with no regret. Boss man shadow covers every lie. You work for my legend till the day that you die. Sign here or walk. Choose now. My terms or the pie.
Sunsets on the skyline that carries my name. Neon reflection burning eternal flame. The city worships at my altar of steel. Every transaction makes the legend more real. They whisper my story in the bars down below. Fear and respect in the afterglow. I light my cigar with $100 bill. Boss man shadow bending them still. Boss man shadow, eternal and wide, swallows the city where the weaklings hide. Dark blue sovereign with a predator's grin. Every empire starts where the meekness is. Constant shadow, the throne never shakes. Built on the bones of the deals that I break.
I don't wear silk, I wear consequence. A quiet jaw with a long memory. Streetlights kneel, my shadow leans like prayer without a choir to sing. You bring your reasons, neatly folded, I unfold you, crease by crease. There's a chapel in the back of my mouth, and it's built from rusted teeth. Don't ask for mercy in a room like this. Mercy slips when the handshake twists. Cathedral of rusted teeth, let it ring. I don't shout, I make silence sing. Step too close and the air turns thin. That's how the sermon starts cigarette ash. I count your courage in half-lit glances. Your crew's all noise, cheap drum roll pride. Mine is timing and gravity. I don't need blood on the floor to prove it. I prefer it clean, unseen. A contract can be a set of clauses if you read what the margins mean. You can posture, you can pace, you can bark, but I set the lock on the dark cathedral of rusted teeth. Let it ring, I don't shout, I make silence sing. Step too close and the air turns thin. That's how the sermon starts within. Guitar snap to a harsh, repeating figure like gears catching. Drums tighten without speeding. Bass holds one low note like a held breath. Hem swells then drops like a curtain falling. You can't fight, you can't define. Around the space between your mind. I don't chase, I replace. I don't raise, I don't raise. Dawn comes up like a guilty witness. Eyes down, mouths dry, hands clean. You'll tell the story with softer words, like it happened in a dream. But you'll feel it right at the hinge of your day, when confidence turns to doubt. It'll grind behind your smile, where my cathedral lets you out. One last look, one last breath. A throne can feel a lot like death. Cathedral of rusted teeth, cold and sure. I don't move, I don't. No crown on me, no crowd in sight. Just a sermon that lasts all night.
Cufflinks cold, but my hands stay warm. I don't need thunder to bring the storm. Walking quiet, let the room adjust. Chairs stop squeaking, glasses stop clink. Trust. Numbers on paper, faces in line. Everybody talks when the clock is mine. No threat spoken, no scene to sell. I just nod once and the deal goes well. I don't chase, I don't beg, I don't plead. I plant my flag and the world concedes.
boardroom smoke crown. Heavy and still, I don't raise my voice, I raise the bill. If you want war, keep talking loud. I win clean under a smoke crown. Your leverage is loud, mine is calm. I shake your hand like a loaded charm. You blink first, that's the whole mistake. You show your hunger, I take what I take. I move slow like a train in fall. Every stop planned, every lost law. They call it luck when the paper's signed, but luck ain't nothing, it's discipline. Let them posture, let them bark, let them brag. I cut the rope with a quiet drag. Boardroom smoke crown. Heavy and still, I don't raise my voice, I raise the bill. If you want war, keep talking loud. I win clean under a smoke crown.
Guitar locks into a 2-chord grind. Drums lean hard on the backbeat without speeding up. Bass climbs a half step and holds. Hammond swells like pressure behind glass, then settles back down.
You can run your mouth, you can run your crew, but I run outcomes, that's what I do. No headline needed, no witness found, just my shadow moving through your town. Midnight meeting, city lights low. I watch the board like a river flow. Everybody wants a piece of the top. I own the stairs and I own the stop. When you leave here, you'll feel it sink. That heavy silence after you blink. Tomorrow morning, same sun, same sky, but your world turns different, 'cause I decide. One last look, one last pen stroke, and your whole plan goes up in smoke. Boardroom smoke crown. Cold and short, I keep it quiet, but the power's pure. Say my name soft, don't say it proud. I win clean under a smoke crown.
Red roots twist through the graveyard clay, drinking deep from the veins of yesterday. Every drop feeds a silent bloom,
flowers rising from an open tomb. No sunlight reaches this hidden bed where the living envy the walking dead. Stains that never wash away, bloodroot requiem holds sway. Sap runs thick with forgotten cries, feeding blossoms beneath our eyes. Bloodroot requiem, dark and deep, growing where the lost ones sleep. No forgiveness in the crimson soil. Bloodroot claims its bitter toil. Petals open in the moon's pale kiss, revealing secrets no one dismiss. Every thorn draws a memory's blood, turning springtime into a crimson flood. Garden where the hangmen pray, harvesting what they sowed that day. Roots entwine the coffin lid, bloodroot requiem forbids. Blossoms heavy with the weight of sin, perfume thick where the graves begin. Bloodroot requiem, dark and deep, growing where the lost ones sleep. No forgiveness in the crimson soil. Bloodroot claims its bitter toil. Resonator guitar digs dissonant furrows, ritual drums accelerate to frenzy. Bass surges like sap rising, having trance in disarrays. If you cut me down and burn the field, will the ashes heal what never healed? Or do the roots run deeper still, feeding on the blood we spill? Dawn reveals the scarlet stain, bloodroot thriving in the pouring rain. Every stem a silent accusation, pointing fingers at salvation. Garden keeper with a trembling hand, tending life from the promised land. When Cigarette burn marks on the midnight table, each one a promise that turned unstable. Smoke curls up like the lies we told. Burn blues, stories growing old, lives like embers in the afterglow. Every drag makes the emptiness grow. Filter crushed where the hope once burned. Cigarette blues, lesson learned. Asphalt soft but the scars stay red. Burn blues haunts the empty bed. Cigarette burn blues, slow and deep. Memories smolder where the lost ones sleep. No healing touch, no sweet release. Burn blues, never peace. Slide guitar glows like the cherry bright. Cameron sighs through the smoke-filled night. Every ring a ghost in the tray. Cigarette burns won't fade away, but to bud like the fights we had. Nicotine scars make me mad. Standing still in the haze I breathe. Burn blues make me grieve. Embers die, but the pain ignites. Cigarette blues, endless nights. Cigarette burn blues, slow and deep. Memories smolder where the lost ones sleep. No healing touch, no sweet release. Burn blues, never peace. Inking slide guitar bends through tobacco haze over ashtray taps. Soft brushes whisper like fallen ash. Yan for Hammond swirls with slow burning mellow. Light another, chase the glow. Cigarette burns on the thing I know. Truth sinks deep in the amber lung. Burn blues, youngest one. Dawn filters through the nicotine veil. Cigarette burns tell the tale. Every scar a map of regret. Burn blues can't forget. Ashtray full where my heart should be. Smoke signals calling back to me. No escape from the glowing end. Cigarette blues pretend. Filters pile but the fire stays lit. Burn blues, counterfeit. Cigarette burn blues, cold and true. Scars that only I can view. Heart of ashes, soul of smoke. Burn blues, never broke.
Water looks black under the cypress tree. Preacher got a hand waiting there for me. He don't read the Bible, he don't read the verse. He reads the weight of your daddy's curse. Step in the water, he whispers low. Leave your troubles where the currents go. 84 beats, heart slow and deep. Praying the river has a promise to keep. Hand on my head, heavy like lead, pushing me down where the catfish fed. Muddy river baptism, hold your breath. Ain't no salvation, just a taste of death. Wash away the sin, wash away the name. Come up dripping, but you ain't the same. Muddy river baptism, cold and thick, saving the soul, but making the spirit sick. River slides nasty like a water moccasin. I feel the mud oozing over my skin. He holds me under for a count of 10. Then he pulls me up and he does it again. I see the moon through the murky brown, watching me struggle, watching me drown. Baseline gurgles like a dying lung, songs of the river that shouldn't be sung. Gasping for air, lungs on fire, baptized in the muck and the mire. Muddy river baptism, hold your breath. Ain't no salvation, just a taste of death. Wash away the sin, wash away the name. Come up dripping, but you ain't the same. Muddy river baptism, cold and thick, saving the soul, but making the spirit sick.
Music becomes muffled, as if heard underwater. Bubbles rise in sound effect. The slide guitar plays distorted and distant. A gasp for air breaks the silence.
They say the water washes you white as snow, but down in the bottom only shadows grow. I walked out wet, I walked out cold, with a river ghost story that's never been told. Now I preach the gospel of the riverbank to the lost and the found and the ones who sank. I got the mud dry deep in my pores. I keep the key to the underwater doors. Come down to the water, don't be afraid. Let's see what kind of deal you made. Muddy river baptism, the deal is signed, leaving your human heart far behind. Wash away the sin, wash away the name. Come up dripping, but you ain't the same. Muddy river baptism, eternal flow, where the bodies drift and the secrets go.
Marble floor, no echo in the hall. Every step I take makes the paintings crawl. Gold frame saints looking down in shame, but the real commandments wear my name. 88 heartbeats under tailored cloth, marble silence guarding every oath. Power doesn't argue, it just sets the tone. One raised eyebrow and the room stones. Marble silence cold, written in my wall. Snare hits truth that you don't dare talk. Guitar line humming like a loaded dare. Dark blues gospel in a gentleman's lair. Marble silence cold, carved but unseen. You break one rule and you leave this scene. No cameras catch what the walls don't say. No paper trail where the real men pay. A nod at the door, one glance to the side. You either move right or you don't survive. Deals float quiet in the chandelier light, while the city shakes outside at night. You bring noise, I bring weight instead. You chase crowns, I ran out your head. Marble silence cold, written in my that you don't dare talk. Guitar line humming like a loaded dare. Dark blues gospel in a gentleman's lair. Marble silence cold, carved but unseen. You break one rule and you leave this scene. No raised voice, no cheap thread. One clear look and your fate set forever. When the night is over and the chairs stand still, you'll remember how the air bent to my will. No headlines tell what the marble knows, only the men who kept their pose. I leave one print in the dustless shine. Cold stays written, none of it in line. Marble silence
in the room. Break it once, and you're meeting your doom. Down at the end of a dirt road that nobody knows, there's a shack where the broken people go. Neon sign flickers red through the pine. Juke joint blues, last place in line. Inside it smells like whiskey, sweat and sin, where losers come to lose again. The jukebox plays the saddest songs. Juke joint blues, where I belong. This ain't where you go to feel better, just where you go to feel together. Juke joint blues, end of the road, where broken souls unload their load. No judgment here, just pain and booze. Juke joint blues, nothing to lose. There's a woman in the corner crying in her beer. Man at the bar who's been sitting here for years. We all got stories that nobody wants to hear. Juke joint blues, congregation of fear. The bartender knows us all by name, knows our vices, knows our shame. Pours another round without being asked. Juke joint blues, wearing the mask. This place accepts what the world rejects, all the damage and the wrecks. Juke joint blues, end of the road, where broken souls unload their load. No judgment here, just pain and booze. Juke joint blues, nothing to lose. When the sun comes up, we'll scatter like roaches back to our lives and our failed approaches. But tonight in this sacred space, juke joint blues, saving grace. up to you, like the world's gonna move cause you wanted to. But I set the pace when I hit that door. Every second in the room starts to answer the moon. Phones go face down, voices go low. Time itself takes a seat when I show. 102 beats, tight and clean. I don't rush nothing, still I run the scene. I don't chase clocks, I don't beg the minute. If I walk in late, that's when it begins. I only out, hands don't spin till I say start and the game kicks in. I only out, night and day. You check your watch just to see my way. No fast talk, no wasted power. You live your life inside my hour. You're playing big moves on a shaky line. I change one break and you fall behind. Your little empire runs on hope. Mine runs smooth on a tighter scope. I make one call, flights get delayed. Doors stay shut, meetings get made. Pace walks lazy, but the weight is hard. I move your future like a deck of cards. You set alarms, you chase the grind. I shift 1 minute and you lose your mind. I own the hour, hands don't spin till I say start and the game kicks in. I own the hour, night and day. You check your watch just to see my way. No fast talk, no wasted power. You live your life inside my hour.
Got the next spot there for 2 whole bars. Guitar hits 1 sharp chord. Groove slams back in heavier.
Power ain't muscle, power ain't guns. It's who decides when the race gets run. You thought you were early, thought you were first, but I held the moment and flipped it in reverse. I let you sweat, let you pace that floor, then walk in calm like I own the door. When the night is done and the bar lights fade, you'll count your wins and the calls you made. But every highlight, every big step, landed on a mark that I already set. I don't need praise, I don't need noise. I bend the clocks while you chase the choice. I own the hour, that's my crown. Second stand still when I sit down. I own the hour, night and day. You check your watch just to see my way. No fast talk, no wasted power. You live and die inside my hour.
Lead belly crucible, fight on quit, burning out weakness bit by bit. I throw my failures in the glowing pie, watch them melt down to what they're not. No silver lining, no golden dream, just the raw heat of a tested regime. Sweat turns to vapor, fear turns to slag. Crucible forges what the weak ones lack. Every bubble rising tells the tale of what survives when the others fade. Lead belly crucible, temper the frame, turn a man hollow into one with a name. 80 beats pounding like the hammers fall, melting the doubt, melting it all. Lead belly crucible, Trojan river fine, out of the cells, the strong one shines. Slide house hot where the impurities rise, starch mark rhythm of the enterprise.
I've seen the cowards run from the blaze, leaving their softness in a smoky haze. I stand the heat, I breathe the flame, every scar bears my name. No easy path, no gentle art, just the crucible doing its part. Dross floats up, the pure sinks low, that's the lesson the fire knows. Lead belly crucible, temper the frame, turn a man hollow into one with a name. 80 beats pounding like the hammers fall, melting the doubt, melting it all. Lead belly crucible, purge and refine out of the ashes. The strong one shines. They want the glory without the scar. I want the strength from the heart of a star. No shortcuts through the testing ground. Crucible claims what the timid have found. Morning finds me with the ingot pure, heavy in hand, battle the sword. No fanfare greets a finished form, just the quiet knowledge of the reform. I carry the weight of the fire I brave. Lead belly crucible, the man it made. When the cold winds come and the weak ones flee, this metal heart is what sets me free. Final pour fills the waiting mold. A new creation, heavy and bold. Lead belly crucible, finish the task. Forged from wreckage, no looking back. 80 beats of the tempered core, stronger than steel, asking no more. Lead belly crucible, fire complete, masterpiece rises from the burning sea. We shake on the deal, but the grip says more than the fancy words you've been practicing for. I feel the tremble running through your palm while I'm calculating how to do you harm. 89 beats till the contract's sealed. Iron in a handshake, your fate revealed. A gentleman's word is a loaded gun. Smile while you're pulling till the damage is done. Iron in a handshake, cold as a forge. Snare hits the rhythm of the lies you gorge. Organ moans heavy
heavy for the trust you sold. Dark blues business in a grip so cold. Iron in the handshake, squeeze and break. This is the price of every chance you take. You wore your best suit to impress the board, but I see the weakness you can't afford. The factory's burning with 100 eyes, watching every move, cataloging lies. My fingers tighten like a closing vice. Welcome to Birmingham, pay the price. Power lives quiet in the palm exchange. One firm squeeze and the whole game's rearranged. Iron in a handshake, cold as the forge. Snare hits the rhythm of the lies you gorge. Organ moans heavy for the trust you sold. Dark blues business in a grip so cold. Iron in the handshake, squeeze and break. This is the price of every chance you take. Bone steady, bones ready. Deals deadly. Iron breaks the mind. I release your hand and you pull it back fast, already knowing that you didn't pass. The ink's still wet but the verdict's dry. Another fool learned to Birmingham goodbye. Chains keep rattling as I walk away. You're still standing, but you didn't stay. Iron in the handshake, deal gone cold. Snare fades out on the lies you told. Dark blues enforcer with the eye and touch. Game